friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. So in light of the recent patch, we've had, well, one or two problems, let's say. Not least of all with some of our goods services that previously have been transporting mixed amounts of goods, or rather mixed types of goods. So, you know, they might pick up coal in one direction and then goods in the other. And as a result of the new update, that's not going to fly anymore. So I've been poking around trying to sort that out a little bit. Meanwhile, I've set a couple of A4s onto some of our original routes. Here's one now. This one, I think, is heading out to Banbury. Is it going to Banbury? No, this is Banbury Newton, this one. So this is one of the original train services that we actually ran. Where possible, I've been using electric rather than steam. You know, not that the A4 isn't a magnificent beast, but I want to make sure that I'm running the most efficient services possible. Now, you know, obviously I'm not going to run electric on this line just yet because it's still pretty archaic. So I'm going to come back to it at some point and upgrade all of this lot. But not today. Today I've got a different agenda in mind, and that is heading towards our second hub city again. If I can find it, because obviously the second you spin the map around you can't find where the hell you're going. Here we go, Red Hill. So Red Hill's growing. I mean, look at it. You know, the size is pretty decent. I mean, it's not spectacular. In fact, where's the name gone? Let me call up some stats. So it's only got 316 cargo item supply. That's the issue. I need to get more goods coming in to the town in order to really fuel its growth. The train services are doing okay, but not really okay enough. You know, 17 of 108 is not going to cut it. And I mean, we'll know we've started to hit the ideal level of growth once we start seeing things pop up over this side. And actually, you know, we've got a couple starting to be built. So it's, you know, it's underway, but we need it to grow a little bit faster. And I think we were talking oil, weren't we? Were we talking oil? Was oil the thing we were talking? Now here's a refinery. The question is, where is some raw oil? Oh, let's do something exciting with a train, shall we? I mean, that actually might be overkill, given that, you know, we've got an oil depot there, an oil well there. Here's the here's the refinery. I don't think using a train is actually going to be necessary, or is it? We could run, you know, we could run a funky train thing underneath here and just popping back and forth, and then use trucks to deliver out to Red Hill and I guess Ilford and Boreham Wood and possibly, you know, Nailsworth as well. In fact, you know, Nailsworth looks pretty good. Okay, so that's the plan. That's what we're going to be doing. If that doesn't appeal, stop watching now. Okay, those of you who are still with me, I assume you're on board. So first things, let's get a couple more bits of road upgrade done here. And then, what am I going to do? Are we going to do train or not? Let's plumb out a little bit of track and see where that gets us. So if I wanted to do that, I mean, it's more or less a straight line, isn't it? You know, doing a bit of under and over. I mean, we could do all over. That could be quite exciting. You know what? Stuff it. You know, I've played it safe long enough. I think we can go train. First thing, select goods. Yeah, I know. Long gone are the days where I forget to do that. Max length. Now, I'm going to plan for this to be a single track kind of deal because, you know, I think it's close enough to its destination that we can get away with that. There we go, let's bang that in there. I mean, I've got the money to just, you know, to as my other half would say, to chuck at dogs. Not entirely sure what that means, but there you go. I do have the money to chuck at dogs. Apparently it's a Yorkshire thing, but you know, what can you say? There we go. Let's do that. Let's get a bit of upgrade on the go here, despite the fact we don't really need it. Awesome. Okay, right. So far so good. And then we're going in a more or less straight line down here. Now this road's going to get in the way unless I do something decidedly clever. In fact, I didn't think the decidedly clever part of this through before starting out on this expedition. We could go as far as there, I guess. That might do it. There we go. You're going to want. We're going to want a bit of angle on there so that they can connect up without too much pain. That was a goods depot I put on there, wasn't it? Yes, it was. And then country road this thing into that thing, and everybody's, you know, party time. You know, it's Ewok Village. Right. Okay. So now let's get this connected up. Now I think I'm going to try and go over wherever possible, given that it's going uphill. Oh, we're not going to get much more over than that. Maybe we go under to start with. Do you want to go under at all? Would that be something that I could tempt you with? There we go. Right. So as far as there, and I don't think we're going to be able to get uphill sufficiently to meet the other station doing that. So let's come in the opposite direction here, and I think we're going to want to stay flat reasonably towards the end. Yeah, look at that. That's not good. Let's stay up. I mean, it's all a question of whether we're going to, you know, purposefully go over or not, and I think we are going to try and purposefully go over. We might need to change up that bit of road we've got going on there. So far, so good. But the question is there any way... Yeah, you see, slope too high. So we're going to need to start declining before we get to the road. I mean, that's, you know, that's baffling to begin with. Right, pause time. You, my friend, are out of here. In that way that so many things are often out of here. Yes, I am laying standard tracks at the moment. That's an oversight. Don't worry, I'll fix it in a moment. The slope cannot possibly be too high. I tell you that right now. Right, let's have you heading upward. Yeah, that's as much as it's going to go, right? Well, let's keep it going. That's as much as it's going to go. This is not panning out well. Collision. It doesn't have to collide though, does it? Go on, you'll get over there. Oh, I mean, only just. It doesn't matter if it's only just or if it's hit by a country mile. It's still hitting. I might use this ugly looking red bridge this time. That'll be a change. Of course, that is, you know, contingent on me being able to actually get over the thing in the first place. All right, I'll see if I can get over the tracks. That's that's goal number one. Right, there we go. Up. Collision. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't think that's going to work. Well, it does if you go over here, though. Alright, well, why is that working? I imagine it's taken a majestic swoopy corner of something. No, it's not. That's just the lay of the land helping us out. Fine, I'll take that, because I suspect we're going to need to re-engineer this bit anyway, so, you know, that's what happens. That's a thing. You know, measure twice, cut once, as ever, not really happening. Alright, there we go. What do we think of that? We think it's a bit ostentatious, as bridges go. Oh, yeah, let's. Oh yeah, I would have forgotten to change that one up. All right, well, we'll keep it consistent at least. All right, so it's going up and down. Is that actually a humpback we've got in there? It looks like it, doesn't it? But actually, I think it's on the flat. All right, we'll take it. How much you want for that? Best part of $1 million. Yeah, that's not perfect, is it? Anyway, look, it's done. What more do you want? We do need to upgrade it so that we've got electrification all the way along. And actually, this is one of the best bits of the new patches. It highlights when you're electrified and when you're not. So if it's green, you've got electrification. If it's red, you don't. And that's so useful. I haven't come across a bit of track that I've done yet where it's ambiguous whether you've filled in all of it or not. But I'm going to assume that it's actually pretty well done. Right. Okay. Truck stop here, because from there we're going to set up routes to all and sundry. In fact, I'm going to get them going now. What should we go? Let's go 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right, and this is oil goods we're playing with here. Let's get those out of the way. I'm not quite ready for them yet. So first things first, we want to deliver to Red Hill, which is there, and Boreham Wood, which is here. We could probably go out to Seaford. In fact, this could be a proper biggie. This one. Now we've got a truck stop there, over the other side of town. And actually, normally I'd be tempted to put another truck stop over this side so that the trucks in question didn't have. In fact, I am going to stick a. So I'm going to stick a truck stop over this side. Seamless, so that the trucks don't have to travel too far. Now, I might be tempted not to do that because, you know, it's an extra expense, but in this case it means that trucks that are coming in this side and dropping off goods, as I want them to do, the goods are going to flow in this direction, and from that side they're going to flow in the other direction, and hopefully, you know, meet in the middle, and nobody gets left out. You know, I think that's a sage thing to do. Sorry, I was just questioning for a moment there whether I'd goofed in a spectacular fashion, but I hadn't. I thought I might have opted to use an oil refinery that was miles away from anywhere useful. Right. Okay. Actually, I'm going to change my system here just a little. Given that we're already coming out of a tunnel, I don't want it to tunnel any more than is really necessary. So let's keep her going down. Like that. It does mean that there's a little bit of a surface. What terrain are you having difficulty with there, Princess? Let's do that, and then get under. Go on. There you go. Right, splendid. So yeah, we've got a little bit of a superficial uphill. I don't like it. That's, you know, that's pretty poor. Okay, that was perhaps rash. Right, let's get onto there and then take it under. There we go. No, too much slope. What do you mean too much slope? Look, you just did it. This is. Come on. Once again, we're in a scenario of you know, just getting it wrong by accident. Well, yes, because obviously you're going to get it wrong on purpose. That's a redundant thing to say now, isn't it? Should have left it alone. Right, let's try that once more. Round here, right? Okay, and then take her down. No? Unable to align terrain, and I suspect it's because of the previous tunnel. So I'm going to flatten those out. Sorry for this this detour here. I know that flattening land is the most riveting thing you can watch. The other thing, of course, I need to bear in mind, I think you possibly clocked it as well, but I'm going to highlight it anyway, is we do have this track coming here. So in fact, I probably want to back up just a little bit further and make this quite a lengthy bit of tunnel, because we do not want to get in the way of that other bit of track. Right, we're under. Yeah, you happy with? Oh, look at that. That's magnificent. Right, good. Okay, so we still come up towards the surface a little bit, but that's acceptable. Right, okay, so for my next trick, let's, I just want to smooth this bit out so I don't have to come back and do it later. Come on. It would be quite nice to have a, you know, a button that said, you know, really aggressively smooth this out. Don't hang around just easing it in, just flatten the thing. But, you know, that's it. That took like seconds. Alright, good. What the heck was I playing at? Oh yes, I'm placing drop-offs for these road depots, right. Okay, so meanwhile, here's Red Hill, and there's their drop-off. That's close enough. Then we're looking at Ilford. Now, I might be tempted to run a motorway out here. And which way is the traffic going to go? I mean, it's a pretty crappy route. Yeah, okay, I think we're going to lay some road for this. You know, the hope here is that this pays off, of course. You know, I'm already investing a little more than I'd originally intended. 600,000. That sounds like a healthy investment. I mean, you know, if we take it all the way over here, for example, what are you talking about? 356 grand. Sold. All right, awesome. Actually, that's very awesome. So that's a Pyrenees-esque tunnel we've got going on there, which will take us all the way around to wherever the hell we are here, Ilford. So that's 1, 2, 3. Nailsworth I wanted to hit up as well. Now, where's my motorway? Kind of goes that way, and I think I'll give it an option. I think I'll make some logic out of this this top section here and see if we can't get a junction off there. There we go. That's ideal. Right, there you go. It makes sense now. See, I did that. I did that deliberately, and then we'll hook onto. Oh look, you definitely want to hook onto there. Trams notwithstanding. Let's do it a slightly different way. Okay, right, and then you can trundle along here. We're going out to Nailsworth, which is over there, so we'll take a... There is enough space. It's you that has the issue here, not me. There we go, let's go like that. A little bit like this. And then we'll upgrade this road. There is enough space. And watch, I'm going to show you. Yeah, see, if I delete the whole thing, there's enough space then, isn't there? You can fight me on everything. Curse you, game. Right, smack that out there. No, let's go a little bit smaller. There is enough space. Look. Right, good, yes, and upgrades. Now, I mean, it has been said by those more experienced and wiser than myself that if you upgrade your roads willy-nilly without too much care and attention being paid, you do run the risk of your civilians trying to travel by road instead of rail, and obviously that is not what we want. But in this, I mean, look at this wiggly nonsense. Death to wiggly nonsense. Go. That's there, right there. More smoothing necessary, but I'll do that once I've finished. I think we'll go straight through. How much have I blown on this? I've only blown about 1.5 million. This is panning out really rather well. Right, there we go. All the way into Nailsworth. Now, Nailsworth is a big non-event of a town at the moment. I've got no plans for it right now. I mean, I might have in the future. I'm sure I've mentioned it in a previous episode as a potential target, but who knows? Anyway, right, so, recap. Redhill, Nailsworth, Ilford, Borehamwood. Right, what else have we got in our kind of catchment area here? We could possibly hit Dronfield now. Dronfield's a little bit far out. Far out, baby. Seaford. Okay, Seaford is the catch of the day, the fish of the chips. It's a nice easy one because we'll just go in a ruddy great straight line like me and the Romans. And for now we'll just hook onto there. I think there is more development to come in Seaford, but that one will do for now. And all being well, where are we coming from? So that's coming over here and out there. Right, okay, so that's 4, and I've actually set up 5, so let's have another new line. Good. Let's do Seaford first. I did just plonk a doodah down there, didn't I? Right, a slower Seaford out here to our friend Redhill Exchange. Right, so this is Redhill Oil Goods. Redhill. No, it's not. This is Seaford. Seaford Oil Goods. Right. Yes. Good. Happy. Done. Excellent. Right. Next one. We'll go out here. So this is going to be Boreham Oil Goods. I am nothing if not inventive with my naming conventions. Right, yes. And then, for my next trick, you might see it coming. That one, Red Hill, yeah. Now, obviously this is going to take time to bed in, but the sheer demand that's going on there should kick that oil well into high gear very quickly. And if it doesn't, I will demand an explanation. Oil goods. That's perhaps excessive. Oh, aren't you supposed to? Yes, go on, press return. There we go, that's the job. Next one. Right, one more. So, Red Hill Exchange. No, hold on. Red Hill Exchange out to here, which is Ilford, I believe. That is a goods yard, yeah, okay. So this is, unsurprisingly, Ilford Oil Goods. Ilford Oil Goods. Now, you know, some of these towns are already supplied with other goods sources, but all of this should help them grow, and in so doing, should help me out. Wasn't there Nailsworth or something? There was, I'm sure of it. I just built a ruddy great road out there. Here we go. Add station. That one. Oh yeah, let's add the one at the other end. That's a positive thing that you can do to yourself. Okay, so that's 5 lines we've got going in there. I like it. Nailsworth Oil Goods. Now, at some point, I am going to have to be careful with regard to not overloading, and by which I mean, you know, not putting too many different vehicles out on the roads, because I suspect strongly that can cause mayhem. So, you know, that's a mental note for me. You can remind me of it when the time comes. I don't know. I still have, you know, deep-seated hankerings for building kind of super, yeah, nice timing on the closing there. Right, okay, so we're going to want opals. Apparently it's on coal. Right, so let's put all of these on goods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, this is what we call not mucking about. Nice. Okay, and these are all goods vehicles, so they should all work straight away. Now, what does this arrow do? Select vehicle, sell vehicle. Okay, I want to select the vehicle. And, right, I'm going to start this running. Right, you can overview depot line Nailsworth. So hopefully, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to assign one at a time. Right, and then you can go on Ilford, and we'll set them on a different route at a time, and then hopefully by doing this it should space them out. Now obviously these are just going to cost me money right now. In fact, this is a really bad idea, but you know, when has that ever stopped me in the past? I've bought the things now, and you know, I might as well get them running. I probably ought to get them running quickly, because we're not delivering any oil to the refinery. It's alright, I noticed. And that's where we're going to pick it up next time. So thanks very much for watching today. I have been Colonel Failure. I'm going to get the rest of these in motion. And then I'm going to set the refinery going, and I'll see you next time. At which point we shall celebrate what I don't doubt will be, you know, the tremendous success of this new route. Thanks very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. It's much appreciated, and I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks very much. Cheerio.
Listen.